have a 3rd Gen Tacoma that is a SR5 TRD Sport, and it doesn't have the fuel tank skid plate. Watch this video and see what you're gonna have to do it. So what I got here is a factory TRD off-road skid plate here for the fuel tank. What you got here is 2 bolt holes here, 2 bolt holes here, and the bolts come through and you just nut them and tighten them down to the fuel tank strap. But what the problem is that SR5 TRD Sport, pretty much anything but a TRD off-road and Sport, don't have studs coming off of the fuel tank to put those nuts on it. I'll show you. This is what you got. So obviously there's no way to bolt it on there the way it sits now. Front strap, rear strap. So I called Toyota and they want $75 a piece for straps that have studs coming down. So there'll be a stud here on both straps, right? And then you would just simply take your skid plate, put it up here, tighten it down, and then easy day, right? Well, instead of spending $150 on fuel tank straps, what I'm gonna do is drill here, and the same thing on the rear strap. And then I'm gonna put a nut and a bolt and just simply bolt the skid plate up in place of it. Let me show you. So there's gonna be awkward camera angles and everything down here, but as best as I can get. One hand holding a cell phone, one balancing a skid plate. Take your plate here, and just slap it up in here like that. All right, there it is. There's your bolt holes. There, 2 on the back, right? So while you have it lined up in place like this, go ahead and take a marker and mark where you need to drill on all 4 locations. Let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and made my marks. This was a little marker. All 4 locations. All right. Now what we're going to do now is take off that bolt right there, and then back here it's just held on by this cotter pin and key. So you can take a 4-jack and then just raise it up here, and then do 1 strap at a time. Take this 1 strap off, take it off, go ahead and drill your 2 holes on the bottom, and then run your nuts and bolts through it. For your reference, this bolt here is 14 millimeter. I'll go ahead and get that off. Another quick tip is make sure you keep your good grip on that little booger right there. He just went flying, and luckily I was able to find him. So just put it back on your pin, make sure he doesn't go flying. All right, now we got our strap out. Now we can go ahead and make our drill holes. Let's get that done. So I got my first hole drilled here. There's a little piece of rubber on this side. So just take a knife or razor blade and just cut that to where you got a smooth circle. Okay, went ahead and cut the little rubber piece out of the way. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now you can see how it goes, just like that. So this piece right here, where the bolt head is, that's the side that's sitting against the fuel tank. One thing I want to show you real quick is in case I have people saying, oh, well, that's gonna rub up against the fuel tank. That's gonna cause chafing. These holes, these dimples right there, plenty of space. It's not gonna cause any chafing. And there we go. Both of them are on there. Look at that. Keep my damn $150. Tell Toyota to suck it. All right, check this out. Front is done. Spend $150 for studs when you can do it yourself. And we're gonna do the same exact thing to the back. Okay, so there it is. Skid plate's about to be bolted up, and I'm gonna have people say, "Oh well, that's just plastic. That's plastic. I want aluminum, or I want steel. I want to get a sticker that comes with my aluminum skid plate so I can put it on my back windshield and my friends at the mall know that I overland. If I do it this way, my friends won't know that I overland." Well, that's good, fine, and fancy and all. While I somewhat agree with you, I got this little gash right here when I just went camping and did a lot of trails. Nothing serious, but you can see that it's there. And this is pretty thick, okay? I'm not going through Hell's Gate at Moab. I'm just doing moderate trails. So that is better than leaving this fully 100% exposed, you dig? Right, there's the finished product. Put, let's see, where are we at? Trying to find it, there it is. That one, see, washers there, lock washer, nut and bolt. This one wanted to spin, so I just took a pair of pliers and held it right there and then put an opening wrench. And once it grabbed a hold of that lock washer there, it pretty much just self-cinched down on itself. Same thing with the back. And I only paid $40 for this skid plate. I used off of somebody else. So, better than spending hundreds of dollars. This one would do just fine.